PLM, Product Lifecycle Management. In this video series, I'll walk you through the high-level PLM concepts, why we need PLM, PLM Information System, PDM, and a business use case. So let's get started. So let's understand what is PLM. PLM is an implementation of the business process for any organization to achieve product journey from start to end in the most effective way. But before we talk about the PLM, we need to understand the product journey in any company. Our PLM implementation success will be measured by how close we implement this product journey using the PLM tools. How do we define the product journey? The product journey, or a life cycle of a product, is a process from the idea to the disposal or obsolescence of any product. This process includes stages such as an idea, design and development, production or realization, support, and recycle or disposal of any given product. Let's understand all these phases step by step. Phase 1. An idea. Any product journey starts with an idea. It can be on a sheet of a paper or in a sophisticated system. Let's take an example here. The top leadership of a company comes up with an idea to create a product which can help people to communicate with each other effectively. But there is a product already out in the market, the landline phones in the houses or public phones. So, do we really need to reinvent the wheel? The leadership says we are not going to build just a phone, but a device which can help people to communicate from anywhere. They can carry it in their pockets, they can browse the internet, take pictures with, listen to music, and perform many other tasks such as email, banking, stock trading. And we are going to call this device as a smartphone. This stage, which is an idea, going to start the product journey. Phase 2. Design. Now once the company has finalized their product lineup, it's time to make it real. In the design and development phase, the idea starts getting the shape in the form of actual product. In our smartphone example, based on the product needs, different teams with a different skill sets from the company will be gathered or hired from outside. For an example, design team to develop the framework of the phone, software development team to develop different applications, security features, and the hardware team to work on different modules such as network communication, camera, storage, batteries. This process has to be well orchestrated to reach the vision of the final product. This goal has to be achieved in the given time frame to meet the time to market. During this phase, enormous product data gets generated, such as CAD data, product documents, specification sheets, safety instructions, etc. Storing this data with a proper tool is the key. Tool should be able to configure the product data and make the data available whenever it's needed. The system which holds this information is called Product Data Management System. We'll discuss this in the later part of the series. The sophisticated PDM system can be integrated with multiple engineering applications such as CAD tools, electrical, mockup tools, etc. and also be able to share this data with downstream applications such as ERP, plants, manufacturing system, etc. Design phase must have a well-defined change management process to accommodate and implement the product-related changes. The change varies based on the product phase. For an example, change management is different for new product design than making changes to the existing product. In either case, this change process makes sure that all the changes are thoroughly reviewed and approved for the production. And at the end of this phase, the manufacturable product is ready. Phase 3. Manufacturing. This is the phase where company starts planning the high volume manufacturing, factory setup, uninterrupted supply chain process, and product distribution. Customer satisfaction depends on creating high quality product at a reasonable cost in given time. For this reason, this phase is one of the most critical phases to grow the revenue. Any interruption in the supply chain process, production downtime, or any quality issue can impact the company's cash flow, its reputation, and customers' view, and eventually all the hard work of the initial phases. Basically, supply chain is the continuous improvement process. It is a network of companies and the people who are involved in the production and the delivery of the product. Supply chain steps include: first, manufacturing process planning, inventory planning, sourcing the raw material, product assembly and testing, and the last one, transport and delivery of the finished product. To generate revenue, organizations always try to keep the raw material costs low, quality high, speedy production, and quicker distribution. After the globalization, many countries opened their doors for the companies across the globe. These companies started their manufacturing in different regions. To make the manufacturing faster and keep the costs low, all these companies started tying up with the local suppliers. To add complexity to the supply chain equation, each region has its own trade restrictions, different government policies, and safety regulations. These factors affect the way company collaborates with its suppliers, and eventually the speed of the supply chain process execution. This whole thing ultimately impacts the market capture of the company. To conclude manufacturing phase, each step in the supply chain is extremely important as it involves preparation, packaging, shipping without damaging the product, and meeting all the regulations. Phase 4. Support. Now the organization has launched the product and the product is doing pretty well. The company is generating a good revenue, but the job is half done. The company cannot just sell the product and leave the maintenance with the customers. One of the top goals for any organization is to create the brand loyalty in the market. And providing the product support is equally important to maintain that customer loyalty with the brand. So, the company needs to plan the support strategy for the given product in the early phases of the product development. There are two types of supports for any product that organization can plan. First, customer support. Basically, customer support covers IT questions, troubleshooting, purchase-related questions such as billings, or the product inquiries. The second one is the product support. Product support is basically establishing the network to provide easy availability of the parts, support to install the additional parts or accessories to make most out of the product, maintenance such as health checkups, etc. Based on the type of the product, whether it's a software product or a car, an airplane, or a cell phone, support strategy changes. For example, a software product may need over-the-web software patch or a phone support to make a small configuration change. Or a car might need a part replacement at authorized dealership. Or a tool requires a part change or a battery replacement at authorized hardware store. Based on the need of the product support, company needs to plan the support framework and the infrastructure. This support system depends on company's business model as well. Few companies develop their own service centers and few develop the authorized dealership network to handle the support. The goal always is to give the best possible support to the end users. This is where the perfect execution of initial phases such as design and development, manufacturing, supply chain play a crucial role. Reason being, any malfunction, damage can cause product recalls and puts heavy load on the support system. And eventually, company will be spending more money and efforts fixing the existing product rather than working on the new product lineup. And this concludes the support phase. Phase 5. Product disposal or recycle. Every product has a lifetime defined. At the end of the life, the product needs to retire and the company won't be able to provide any more support. To define end of the life for any product, company needs to answer these questions. First, can the product compete in the current market and generate revenue? Second, will this revenue be sufficient to keep the support system going on for that product? Third, can company bring a better product to replace the current one? This means there has to be a process defined to dispose the product once it serves a lifetime. And once the company answers these questions, this process can be implemented. There has to be a clear communication with the customers about the product retirement and a mention of there won't be a further support available for that product. And there is a genuine reason for this. Today, all these products in the market are complex and they have mechanical, electronics, and software components on them. Product obsolescence strategy has to be clear enough to avoid cybersecurity issues, safety hazards, and production downtime. With the growing environmental concerns, there is a need to define a proper recycling process. Recycling is extremely critical, and this discussion needs to start at the product development phase. This helps company to look at different components, material options which can make product disposal easy. Based on the recycling strategy, company can also decide on the product reusability. This can save huge manufacturing cost for the next product revision. Recycling also needs to be executed keeping the impact on the environment and public safety in mind. For an example, there should not be any toxic gas or material release which can cause any health issues. And this covers the product disposal phase. To summarize, these are the phases of the product lifecycle, which also replicates the business process. The goal of the PLM implementation is to meet all these processes most effectively using the efficient tools.